You lost?
I don't care how many colleges they build, or how much the sea swallows up. I'll outlast them all. What's your business here in Winterhold? Should have known. Not that it matters anymore. No one bothers coming to Winterhold for any other reason. Winterhold has lost much of its history, and with that much of its power. I aim to change that. I've heard rumors of the resting place of the Helm of Winterhold. The very same helm that Jarl Hansa wore in the First Era. Hansa was in line to be High King of Skyrim, you know. Having that might get the ear of the other holds, and give me some authority. Good. I'll have a sum of gold waiting for your return. All right, then.
I'll sell just... I do what's necessary so we can get by. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Aye.
What do you need?
What is it? Dragons?
No secret the Aretino boy is doing some ritual, trying to call the Dark Brotherhood. Who's going to stop him? Me? I have no part of that.
Mister.
Would you like to buy some flowers? Please? Not much, but I hope you like them. They're dead. My mama died when I was little. I don't remember her very well. My father was a Stormcloak soldier. One day he left and didn't come back. I'm all alone. I try to sell flowers so I can buy food. It's not much, but what else can I do? Thanks. Thanks for talking to me. Hi there. Yes?
You're a war hero. Run, Wolf. Ulfric will listen to you. You've seen how we live. Cramped alleys, run-down buildings, few guard patrols. Even the name Grey Quarter is an insult. That's all I ask. With your help, we have a chance to make a better life for ourselves here. For that, I thank you. I thought the Grey Quarter would be a haven for my kind. I was wrong. Windhelm is divided into 4 quarters. The Grey Quarter is the one that's home to all the city's dark elves. If it looks to you like an impoverished slum, that's because it is. Ulfric prefers that we live in squalor. He has nothing but disdain for anyone who isn't a Nord. He tolerates us, but that's the extent of his hospitality. Windhelm is divided into 4 quarters. The Grey Quarter is the one that's home to all the city's dark elves. If it looks to you like an impoverished slum, that's because it is. Ulfric prefers that we live in squalor. He has nothing but disdain for anyone who isn't a Nord. He tolerates us, but that's the extent of his hospitality. Not a day goes by that I don't think about returning to the ancestral home of my people. Still, even with the rough treatment we've had at the hands of Ulfric and his lot, I've got ties here. It's probably more trouble to pack up and leave than it is to stay. Besides, Amberus can't run the corner club on his own. It was a pleasure.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. Have a look around. I buy and sell just about anything. I'm always happy to see a customer, but I won't deal in stolen goods. That's trouble I don't need. All my goods are legitimate, which is more than I can say for some. Of course nothing in here is stolen. Only a careless, shameful, idiotic fetcher would do something as stupid as to buy pilfered goods. Oh, by Azura, I've made a terrible mistake. I bought a gold ring, and Viola Giordano has been missing a ring that looks just like it. It's not that easy. She'd go to the Jarl if she knew I was even remotely involved. You have to get it to her some other way. Look, it's dangerous. But if you sneak the ring into her house, put it in a dresser or something, I will make it worth your while. I've scraped this collection together by whatever means I could. I do some business with the trade caravans, and I've picked up a number of items from adventurers like yourself. A few intrepid souls even brought some items back from Morvenskar, the fort southwest of the city. Don't let Viola catch you in her house. Sneak that ring back to Viola. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Do come again. Make yourself at home, please. Let me know if I can be of any assistance. Take a look. Mm-hmm. Sneak that ring back to Viola before we both get caught. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Take a look. If you'll excuse me.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink.
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood?
Oh, Grimvar. Always with the nonsense. No, of course not. Those are just tales.
Fine, then I'll invite him out to play. He lives right there. I'm going to knock on his door.
No, child, wait! That boy, that house, they are cursed.
Ha! Then I'm right. I knew it. He's trying to have somebody killed.
All right, I won't deny it, child. What you heard is true. But Aventus Aretino walks a dark path. His actions can lead only to ruin. Now, enough. We will speak no more of this. I am the only friend you need.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Grog, you old crone, you'll get what you deserve. The Dark Brotherhood will see to that. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Please, how must I do this? Finally! My prayers have been answered! It worked! I knew you'd come! I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things, and then you came! An assassin from the Dark Brotherhood! You don't have to say anything. There's no need. You're here, so I know you'll accept my contract. My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften, Honor Hall. The headmistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grella the Kind, but she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grella the Kind. Please hurry. To be honest, I'm kind of lonely here. As much as I hated getting sent to Honor Hall, I really miss my friends there. It's Honor Hall Orphanage in Riften.
This here's Candlehearth Hall. Great rooms upstairs, and there's a bed for rent on the ground floor. Got some fresh baked bread and good cheese if you're after a bite to eat. Magic? Goodness, not here. Nothing dangerous like that. That's all kept to that college up in Winterhold. Better that than dealing with Ulfric's wizard like some do. Let's sate that appetite, hmm? Enjoy your stay, and don't break nothing.
The Eye of Talos was a fire.
Algrif won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
The Stormcloaks are fighting victory across the land.
He's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not...
The people are behind you.
Many, I fear, still need convincing.
Then let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Galmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
Whose names I heard whispered in their last breath. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
Galmar thinks we should double our men in the Reach.
A reasonable strategy.
And you, Yorleaf?
Well, sir, the hold at Falkreath is fairly vulnerable, and blocks the only road from Cyrodiil.
A good point, old friend.
To be sure, my lord. I am not skilled in the arts of war or military tactics.
But you're able to see the hole in the parts. And for that, I'm grateful.
As you wish, sir.
Only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons. Do I know you? Ah, yes. Destined for the chopping block, if I'm not mistaken. Railof's alive. I hope that's true. He's a damn good man, but he hasn't returned yet. So I'll need to wait for his account. For now, speak with Galmar. I'm always looking for able fighters. Not everyone can say they made it out of Helgen. Seems we're all branded villains these days. So long as your criminal past stays in the past, and you fight for me with honor and integrity, we'll welcome you into our ranks.
Aye. The Stormcloaks of... I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same.
I do the cooking and cleaning around the palace. Don't need to pay me no mind. I'm the least important person in here.
The Dunmere get their drinks at the new Nissy's Corner Club. Why they can't just call it a tavern is beyond me. Got to thinking, maybe I'm the Dragonborn, and I just don't know it yet.
What is it? Dragons?
Damn faithless Imperial. Fight or die well. All right then.
Helgen, huh? Ulfric told us quite the story. If you made it through all that, you're likely worth something to me. Now, but first, tell me, why does a foreigner want to fight for Skyrim?
Something that seems to be in short supply these days. I'm not seeking advice right now, friend. Just send a message.
You mistake me. I'm not saying no, just wondering about your intentions.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land. For Ulfric? Well, nothing official. Known him for years. He seems to value my thoughts, and I'm grateful for that. I don't really have a mind for war, and I think he likes having an untrained opinion from time to time. Grew up here. Cold as Atmora, but that just grows the beard thicker. Lot of history in these walls. We're trying to make some more. It's a lucky time to be alive. Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
Speak with Galmar. He'll size you up and see where we can best use your... It means you have the dragon blood. You have an inborn ability to use your voice the way dragons do. The old tales tell of dragonborn heroes who slew dragons and took their power. It seems those tales are true, with the dragons returning, and now dragonborn appearing. Maybe the Greybeards know what it all means. Go with the gods. Speak with Galmar. He'll size you up and see where we can... I know more than most. I trained with the Greybeards at High Hrothgar when I was a boy. The Way of the Voice is an ancient, spiritual form of magic in which you project your vital essence into a thume, or shout. Most people would need to train for years before they could even attempt a single shout. The Dragonborn is different. You have an inborn ability to shout, the same way dragons are said to. Not entirely true, though not entirely false either. Any Nord can learn the Way of the Voice by studying with the Greybeards, given enough ambition and dedication. My shouting Torg to the ground proved he had neither. However, it was my sword piercing his heart that killed him. They live in seclusion near the top of the throat of the world, the great mountain of Skyrim. They're masters of the way of the voice, of shouting. It's a great honor for them to summon you. They speak to very few. In fact, they hardly speak at all. I studied with them when I was young. They taught me how to shout. Yes, they chose me when I was just a lad. It was a great honor, of course. I was to become a greybeard myself. I spent almost 10 years at High Hrothgar, learning the way of the voice. Then the Great War came. I couldn't stand missing it. I often think about High Hrothgar. It's very disconnected from the troubles down here. But that's why I couldn't stay, and why I couldn't go back. I suppose the Greybeards care about Skyrim's troubles, in their way. But I needed to do something about it. I'm sure Arngir would call it one of my failings. Yes, the oldest and most powerful, although he may not seem so. I doubt he's forgiven me for leaving. And for, well, for what he'd consider blasphemy. Using shouts for anything but worship of Kinnereth. Yes, although I rarely use my training. The Greybeards believe the voice should be used only for worship of Kinnereth. I have fallen from their strict teaching. But I still don't feel it should be used lightly. Not all of Arngir's lecturing was wasted, it seems. You're Dragonborn. The rules don't apply to you. You can shout the way dragons do, without training, through inborn instinct. They always hope to teach the Dragonborn to respect the way of the voice as they do. They never fully succeed. You'll have to make your own decision. It's a beautiful philosophy, but outside the seclusion of High Hrothgar, I was never able to hold to it. I killed Torrik to prove our wretched condition. How is the High King supposed to be the defender of Skyrim if he can't even defend himself? I challenged him in the traditional way, and he accepted. There were many witnesses. No murder was committed. True, he didn't stand a chance against me. But that was precisely the point. He was a puppet king of the Empire, not a High King of Skyrim. His father before him, perhaps, but not Torrik. He was too privileged and too foolish, more interested in entertaining his queen than ruling his country. Indeed, Elisif has become Jarl of Solitude. Historically and conveniently home of the High King, backed by imperial interests. But the Moot has not yet met to name her High Queen. And they won't. Not as long as I have any say in it. There hasn't been a true High King in Skyrim for generations. For too long, he's been hand-picked by the Emperor, and given emphatic nods by milk-drinking Jarls addicted to imperial coin. It's time we had a real High King, one of our own making. We're fighting because we're done bleeding for an empire that won't bleed for us. Untold numbers of Nords died defending the Empire against the Dominion. And for what? Skyrim being sold to the Thalmor so the Emperor could keep his throne. We're fighting because our own Jarls, once strong, wise men, have become fearful and blind to the people's suffering. We're fighting because Skyrim needs heroes, and there's no one else but us. My father, the Great Bear of Eastmarch, died during my imprisonment after the Markarth incident. I, his only son, forced to deliver his eulogy via letter I had smuggled out of prison. Such is the love of Titus meat for his subjects. When finally set free, I returned to Windhelm and was greeted by a city in mourning, at one with my own grief and anger, clamoring in angry voices, calling out for justice, for war. They sat me on the throne of Ysgramor, the throne of my father. I only hope I can prove worthy of that honor. I'm not sure why Tullius is wasting his time trying to take Winterhold from us. But if he wants to throw his men away, I'll gladly accept that gift. Talos watch over you.
You hear the news? There's a dragon roosting up on Mount Anthor, to the northwest. I've got a lot of respect for the Restoration School. Skyrim could use a lot more healers. What do you need? You should unload some of that unwanted gear. Head over to Sodri's used wares. Talk to the elf. South of here, and west of the road, lies Kronvanger Cave. Stay away from that cursed place. The vampires will fall in.
If he's not with us, he's against us.
My own Halleyfrost. The cruel seas have been sailors for generations. In truth, I regret not following in the footsteps of my ancestors.
Everything all right?
Be on the lookout. The butcher could be around any corner. Never should have come. Be on the lookout. The butcher could be around any corner. After what happened to those other women, I'm worried about my own safety. Be on the lookout. The butcher could be around any corner. After what happened to those other women, I'm worried about my own safety. Women murdered time and again, and all the guards care about is the war. Yeah? What? Yes? Be careful. That murderer could be anywhere, and anyone. Yes? It... Get out of here before I call the guards! You need to leave. You need to leave. You dirty thief! Get out of here before...
My heart goes out to Clan Shattershield. Kin murdered, family warhammer stolen. There's no fairness in all that.
Spare a coin for an old woman, my lord. Up to no good, are we? I'll teach you, but it'll cost you. The divine smile on a charitable soul. Spare a coin. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Forget them who's less fortunate than yourself.
The townsfolk call me captain because I used to be a sailor.
Got some fresh baked bread and good... Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need. So what's the news on the street, Captain?
The Dark Elves are uneasy.
I still can't believe
There's a
Isabel
killer
was
on the
gone.
streets. And Viola
She was such a
Giordano
helpful
won't
young
be
lass.
How would you like a drink?
Oh, very much so.
Coming right up.
This one's a favorite of mine. A legend we all know and love. Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you, the Dragonborn comes. With a voice we'll... Power of the ancient Nord art. Believe, the Dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, the Dragonborn comes. For the darkness
How can
has
Elda
passed
hate the Dark
and
Elves when she knows so
legend
little
yet
about them?
grows. You'll know the Dragonborn's come.
Yes? You didn't hear
We
it from me,
drink
but if
to
you
our
want a real
youth,
drink, try
to
the Corner Club in
days
the Grey
come and
Quarter.
gone, for the age of oppression is now nearly
Did you know that
done.
candle on the mantle hasn't gone out in over 100 years?
We'll drive out the
Need something?
from this land that we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home.
If it's a mercenary you're looking for, you found him. There's no stronger sword arm for hire in all Skyrim.
Great honor, we drink and we sing.
If you're looking to hire the strongest mercenary in Skyrim, I'd wager your search is over.
And when
Best not to walk
Southern
the
Guard
roads of
beckons,
Skyrim
every
alone.
one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams. All hail to Ulfric, you are the High King. In your great honor, we drink and we sing.
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over in Windhelm for a while. cookware, knives,
Assorted
and other
fruits
goods
and
from home,
vegetables.
all at
All
reasonable
delicious and
prices.
affordable.
You look worse than I feel.
I've been a bit out of sorts since
I'd
Since our
travel
daughter
more.
was taken
Some may
from
call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Thank you for your... If you're looking to get trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
I told you to leave my tools alone. Mine.
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. I'll see you again soon, I hope.
Everything's fresh and
Hammers
delicious.
don't have legs.
I'll be fine.
Master, you're... far too old for this sort of journey. We don't know what's inside.
I can... Just...
Fee, you're not well. Have a seat, and I'll fetch you some tonic.
Oh, if there was a tonic that could help me, I would have found... I'm so close to the answer. Oh, so you're an alchemist then? Hope to see you again soon.
Poor Nilsine has been wrecked since her sister was killed.
Name's Nils. I'm the cook up at Candlehearth Hall. Can't just throw the big logs on the fire. Gotta have the little bits, too.
Assorted wares and tools you just can't live without.
All delicious
Come
and
see for
affordable.
yourself.
Fruits and vegetables,
You
all
might
ripe
watch
and ready
over
for
the
your
den
table.
with mercy and kindness. and grant peace to these departed souls.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften.
The townsfolk call me captain because I used to be a sailor.
What is it?
Need a ride? I can take you to any of the hold capitals. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. I can't wait here forever.
Wait. I know you.
Want to hear a little Nord wisdom? Let's not waste any time.
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling
You
the
look
Infi
worse
Solda.
than I feel. I ain't done nothing.
I'm just out and about, love. The Bannered Mare can do without me for a bit, I suspect.
Wait, I know you. What is it? Trouble?
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them. You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
Wait, I know you. Be glad you're here in the city and not out in Riverwood. Those poor sods don't even have a wall. I worry about the other settlements in the hold. Unwalled, lightly manned.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off. You ready to go yet? You might run into some of them lizard folk in Riften. Quite a few of them work the docks there. Not sure what.
We've stopped. What is it? Lead on, then.
Need a ride?
as crisp as a winter's morning.
Exotic ingredients, I have them all.
Are you feeling sick?
Fresh meats and produce. Get them before they're gone. Vegetables as crisp
Let's
as
get
a
going.
winter's morning.
Lead on, then.
Genuine Balmer blood elixir
The
for
fairest
sale.
prices
Live
and the
for
highest
thousands of
quality in
years.
Skyrim.
See into other people's thoughts.
We've stopped. What is it? Fine. What?
What?
Will do.
All meats guaranteed, clean and free.
Don't
Rare
miss out.
trinkets and the
Purchase a
finest
bottle of
oddities
my
from
genuine
Morrowind.
farmer blood elixir. Only 20 septims each. Make love like a
Fresh
saber cat,
meats and
or
produce.
crush your enemies
Get
to
them
dust
before
like a
they're gone.
giant.
Gems,
Only a
potions,
mere 20
exotic
gold
ingredients,
coins, and
I
all
have
this
them all.
could be yours.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
The fairest prices and the highest quality in Skyrim.
Learn a library's worth of knowledge in moments, or grow back that missing limb with my genuine Falmer blood elixir.
All meats guaranteed, clean and free from rock joint.
Rare
Genuine
trinkets and the
Falmer
finest
blood
oddities
elixir
from
for sale.
Morrowind.
Live for thousands of years. See into other people's thoughts.
Fresh meats and produce. Get them before they're gone.
Gems, potions, exotic ingredients, I have them all.
Make love like a saber cat,
Vegetables
or
as
crush
crisp
your
as a
enemies to
winter's
dust
We
like
going?
a giant. Only a mere 20 gold coins, and all this could be yours.
The fairest prices and the highest quality in Skyrim.
All meats guaranteed, clean and free from rock joint.
Rare trinkets and the
Genuine
finest
Falmer
oddities
blood
from
elixir for
Morrowind.
sale. Live for thousands of years. See into other people's thoughts.
Gems, potions, exotic ingredients, I have them all.
Don't miss out. Purchase a bottle of my genuine farmer blood elixir.
Fresh
Only
meats and
20
produce.
septims each.
Get them before they're gone.
The fairest prices and the highest quality in Skyrim.
Make love like a saber cat, or crush your enemies to dust like a giant. Only a mere 20 gold coins, and all this
Rare
could be
trinkets and the
yours.
finest oddities from Morrowind.
Vegetables as crisp as a
Gems,
winter's
potions,
morning.
exotic ingredients, I have them all.
Learn a library's worth of knowledge in moments, or grow back that missing limb with my genuine Falmer blood elixir.
All meats
The
guaranteed,
fairest prices and
clean
the
and
highest
free
quality
from
in
rock
Skyrim.
Genuine Falmer blood elixir for sale. Live for thousands of years. See
I'll
into
be
other
right here,
people's
then.
thoughts.
We going? Lead the way.
Make love like a saber cat, or crush your
Rare
enemies to
trinkets
dust
and the
like a
finest
giant.
oddities from
Only a
Morrowind.
mere 20 gold coins, and all this could be yours.
How do you feel? I think you might be sick. Did we have an appointment? No. It was a delivery? I can't remember. Take a look. So, you wish to master the arcane arts? I have to remember. Ward first. Excuse my disorganization, but I'm in the middle of some delicate experiment. Yes, I could use some help with that. An assistant, perhaps? No. Maybe a familiar. No, too messy. Well, at any rate, organization is not my strong suit. Not at all. I need as much help as I can get. In fact, if you could retrieve a few things for me, I could start on my next set of experiments. As you can imagine, I tend to forget things often. Leave things around. I really must learn to put these things away. What I need is my Dwemer stirring spoon, my orichalcum ingot, and my grand soul gem. In fact, I could use them immediately. Bring those items back to me, and I'll be happy to experiment on you. No, that isn't right. I'd be happy to reward you. Excellent. I can't wait. Well, why are you still standing here? Oh, right. You need to know where they are. That would help. I have to remember. Ward first, then summon.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here. Trinkets and the finest oddities from more.
How can a humble servant of Talos help you today? Talos bless you, my child. He's the protector of man, the dragon of the north, the patron of all Nords. And despite the Imperials and their treaty, he will always be one of the 9 divines. Blessings of Talos upon you.
Are you feeling sick?
Lady Mara bids you welcome to her benevolence.
Blessings of Mara upon you.
The fairest prices and the highest quality in Skyrim.
Don't miss out. Purchase a bottle of my genuine farmer blood elixir. Only 20 septims each.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship. Gems, potions, exotic ingredients. I have them all.
Learn a library's worth of knowledge in moments, or grow back that missing limb with my genuine Balma blood.
I've never seen Miol this upset about anything. The city really gets to her.
You're a stranger here too, huh?
Mjol told me that it isn't this bad everywhere.
Visitors like us
Maybe
are
one
rare
day I'll
in this
venture
part
out
of
and see if she's
Skyrim.
right.
Rare trinkets and the finest oddities from Morrowind.
Jewelry
Genuine
with legendary
Falmer blood elixir
Argonian
for sale.
craftsmanship.
Lived
Safe
for thousands
travels.
of years.
Mjol's brought me nothing but
Huh?
safety and peace of mind. And some lessons with the blade.
Okay, lad. Ready to make some coin.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Worth of knowledge in moments, or throw back that.
Huh?
Just die! You call yourself a Nord?
I'm gonna crush you like a bug.
You're no match for me.
You're good as dead.
Come on, let's see you put up a fight.
Damn you!
Your end draws near.
Found you!
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? God duty.
Huh? What do you want? All right, then.
I can take you to any of the... Where do you want to go? Next. My carriage is the safest way to travel. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Need a ride? I can take you to any of the hold capitals. Ever been to Markarth? Some say it was built by the dwarves. I don't believe a word of it, though.
Bit of jewelry for your journey home?
Oh, this pendant would look lovely on my sister.
The reach belongs to the Forsworn!
Is someone there?
I bleed for the people of Earth!
I'll let you live.
I die for my
By the Divines, the Forsworn are here in this...
Everyone, stay back. The Markarth City Guard have this all under control. There are no Forsworn here.
He was after Margaret?
A bit of jewelry for your journey home?
A man like me, always trying to cheat.
Thought I heard something.
Mercy!
The old gods give me... Drink! Is that the best you can do?
Yes, it's all...
die for my
By the Divine! The Forsworn are here in the city! A bit of jewelry for your journey home?
Oh, this pendant would look lovely on my sister.
Is someone there?
We are routed. Fall back!
We are the rightful...
Guess it's all clear now. By the Divines, the Forsworn are here in the city.
Everyone, stay back. The Markarth City Guard have this all under control. There are no Forsworn here.
Gods. A woman attacked right on the streets. Are you all right? Did you see what happened?
You're looking a little rough around the edges. You feel it?
Drinks here are watered down, but they're cheap.
The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink.
There's no shipments coming in, so I do nothing.
This is the Silverblood Inn. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Don't mind the yelling. My parents are always going at each other.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
I'm still here. Fine. What? What? Will do. Will do. Will do. Will do. Will do. That it? We going? What do you need to take? I'll be right here then.